deceive isn't yet true.
No, go.
Oh, so like verse 8. By honor and dishonor, by evil report and good report.
Evil report and good report. Okay, so people praise us. Some people, we get them nice little comments now and then on the comment board. You know what I'm saying? Them little nice comments. Might get 3 thumbs up. You know what I'm saying? That's nice to see at least 3 thumbs up, man, on the video. At least somebody.
You don't get none of that.
You don't get none of that. I get it from time. I get at least 3 thumbs up, and I'm grateful for that. I'm happy for that, man. At least I moved somebody, man.
Yeah.
In the spirit, to make them want to put a thumbs up. You know what I mean? Or I might get a little comment saying, yeah, nice, good video, you know, from a brother from some next camp. You know what I mean? But then again, when you reprove a bunch of people, you get a whole bunch of thumbs down.
Yeah.
The cursing you saying, oh, this guy's crazy, sit down. Good report and bad report. Yeah? Your own family coming up against you, man. I've had that. Brothers have had that. But it's not a big deal. So what? We're here to get cursed out, man.
Yeah.
We're here to get rebuked, to be put down,
right.
to be humbled, man. Okay? To face shame. That's why we were born. We were born into this world, and this world is wicked, man.
Yep.
And what makes us to withstand dealing with this shame and all of the ugly that comes with this truth? The spirit of the Lord.
It's knowing that we're right.
And that too. That as well. So, like you were saying, we don't really want to deal with this world, man. And we don't want to really be dealing with the people of this world too tough. Now, when you deal with the people of the world, if you work with somebody, you cool there and there, but you know, you don't want to be too cool with a guy that's in the world, because he's going to bring you in his space, in his you know, little bubbly world or whatever, and you're going to get locked in. But if you're a part of the elect, the Most High is going to take you out of that anyway. So it's you know, but point being is the best thing to be is to be by yourself. That's the best way to be. You know?
Oh, you got a little precept.
I got a little one. Matthew 6:19 says, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon the earth, where moths and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in the heavens, where neither moth nor rust nor corrupt, and where thieves do not break through or steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Right. The light of the body is your eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. But thine eye shall be evil, the whole body. But if thy eye shall be evil, the whole body shall be full of darkness. If therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, how great is that darkness? Well, last one. No man can serve for 2 masters. I remember hearing this in Christian church. They read it a lot. They read it a lot. Masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to one and despise the other.
Yeah, you know.
You cannot serve God and mammon.
I'm gonna break it down for you.
Yeah, he's trying to serve two masters. So to be focused is really, as it mentions there, lay up for yourself treasures in the heavens. Yeah. You're saying about faith. Faith is a gift. And I just got this quick dream. I mentioned it to my art. I haven't put it in a video or nothing. But you were talking about woman, right? And I remember I was in this dream. I come into a mansion. I told it to you, an ex-brother, and I had servants, and the servant was attending to a new woman, one of my new women in the block, and he was introducing her to all the inside of the mansion. And I said to him, just make sure you talk to her, treat her right. And I went into a big room, and there was a swimming pool, and this was a couple of weeks ago, or maybe about a month ago. So the Most High, through the Spirit, the Most High telling me, stop, don't worry about, as it says there, build up your treasures in the heavens. Don't worry about all this woman thing and all this. Folks, carry on focusing on what you've been doing.
Yeah, because you've been given a gift. You're going to value that gift, and that gift is not from a man. It's not corruptible, like gold or whatever. It's something that endures forever. It's been given to you by God Himself. So you want to value that mustard seed, man. Cherish it.
Yeah, and that's all the brothers. That's all of the Akim. All of the Akim that are the elect and are going to continue. There's a reward for all of us.
This what the Paul said. I lay hold on the prize, man. Looking forward. Sit down in Philippians, man. Hold on, just hold on there. Hold on. Wait there. It says Philippians 3 verse 13. Brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended. But this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind, and reaching forth unto those things which are before. I press toward the mark of the prize of the high calling of God in Yahawashi. You see? Let us therefore, as many as be perfect, be thus minded. Man. So be thus minded that you forget the things that are behind, man. The things that will pass away.
Yeah.
The scriptures say the elements shall melt with fervent heat, man. These things, all these things that you see before you are already behind us, man.
Even this building, as you can see.
This building right here. All these big buildings that people make money in, man. To hell with all that shit, man. Brother, we're talking about there's going to be an inevitable lockdown.
Mm.
We give all praises, man.
The Most High and His Son,
Give all
Yahawashi,
praises, man. To end this fucking place. We're pressing forth to the high. What did they say? They said what? I press toward the mark for the prize of the high calling of the Most High in Yahawashi, man. The prize. What's the prize? That reward, the kingdom, salvation, deliverance. Entering into the kingdom. Being chosen by the Most High Himself, man. The redemption, the adoption. That's the prize, man. Okay? That's it. So we're pressing towards that. And we have no shame in that. You see? Because the world is trying to make you feel ashamed.
Yep.
For believing in this. As brute beasts.
Yep.
Speaking things that they don't know nothing about, man. They know nothing of. They condemn it, but they don't even understand. They don't understand what this is about. How the hell, the scripture says, you're not meant to judge a man before you know the matter, man. Roughly paraphrasing. People come up talking all kind of shit. Oh, the Bible's been this, oh, the Bible's been that. You don't understand. We're not coming with that church shit, man. We're coming with something else. Oh yeah, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Demons on them. Considering not that they do evil.
And being that you said that, I want to go back to what I was talking about earlier before, about how people don't see what we're talking about because they wasn't given that gift. They wasn't given that ability to see the truth when if it were presented to them. But we saw it. Each of all of us saw what was presented to us, which was this truth. And I also want to talk about these Christian apologetics because you know they're obviously hot right now to get on. And this truth is blowing up, man, and it can't be stopped. It cannot be stopped. This truth, which was once considered way out there, crazy, it's not looking too crazy anymore because now what you have all kinds of people that are gravitating to this thing. You have celebrities, you have even Edomites, regular Edomites, middle class Edomites. They know about us. They see us. They hear about us. Everybody and their grandmother got a computer. And people are seeing all together. And really, when you really look at YouTube, you know, I gotta actually thank YouTube for allowing us to use their platform to build this truth up, because that's the only way the prophecy could happen concerning what was written in Matthew 24. If you can get me that again, brother. Matthew 24 verse 14.
Because I was kind of going into something.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, brother. I just want to finish a couple of scriptures, and I'll allow you to come back in.
YouTube is being programmed by the Most High, so the glory has to go to the Most High.
Yeah.
I know what you mean, though.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's just the thing. So I mean, through the Spirit of the Lord, this truth is actually gone forth crazy, man. Where people are just pretty much taking heed to it. Like the brother was going into, you're gonna get good report, you're gonna get bad report, but that's all right. Because this truth is here to stay. Go on, brother.
What we were saying. This is Psalms 19. The heavens declare the glory of the power, and the firmament showeth his handiwork.
Yeah.
Day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge.
Right, so that's that internet scripture. So the internet was how should I say it, man? Let me reiterate myself. The internet came into play simply because the word of the Lord was soon going to be published. And that's what's happening right now. And as this word is coming in effect on a worldwide grand scale, the world is coming to an end. And this is why you have these Christian apologetics and all of these demons that are out in the midst, getting butthurt, getting hurt to the heart, plus on top of that, because this truth is shining, man. And it's showing that we are someone special. They felt comfortable knowing, or should I say, knowing a lie that we're nothing. But that lie is being put aside, okay? And the truth is being declared that we are more than just something. And they can't stand that. They can't stand to see a group of Jakes stand up for something, man. They're used to seeing Jake don't stand for nothing. But we're not in the time for that. We're in the time of the gathering of the house of David, and the brotherhood, and we're here to see our salvation sooner or later. Anyway, yeah, let's continue on.
Their line has gone out throughout all the earth, and their words to the end of the world.
Right. So that's the word of the Lord, simply because of the internet. Okay, the internet is like the mechanism that propelled the word to go forth and beyond throughout the four corners of the earth. So I don't want to get into that anymore, brother. I want you to get back to the point. I want to finish a couple of scriptures, and then I'm going to let my right hand man get back in.
Okay, it was 2 Corinthians 5 and 18, which I didn't go into in inspiration.
Yeah. Get those two. Yeah, because you got to read to verse 17. No, actually, 18.
Galatians 3 and 13. Mashiach have redeemed us from the curse of the law, being made a curse for us, for it was written, cursed is everyone that hangeth on a tree.
No, just jump all the way down to 15. So you've already read it already.
Brethren, I speak after the manner of men, though it would be but a man's covenant.
Yeah.
Yet if I be confirmed, no man disannulleth,
Yeah.
or addeth thereto. Now to Abraham and his seed were the
Right.
promises made.
Now I want to go back to this point, because again, I want to finish as to what he was saying concerning how what Vocab was saying about how he don't like the fact that we make a big deal about this identity thing, about us being Israelites and that, right? But it's very important. It's so that we actually make this a big deal, because we're a part of that seed. And what we're going to get is a big deal. The kingdom of heaven. Like, come on, like, that's a big deal. No other nation's going to get that. You understand? So, at the end of the day, indeed, we have to go over this and make emphasis of who we are and what our nationality is, man. All right? Just because it doesn't benefit you, don't get mad at us. And if you don't like what we're bringing to you, then don't listen to us, man. All right? Don't watch our videos. Don't do any reports about what we're doing if you don't like what we're hearing. But again, I believe, as I was talking to this brother here, I believe he's an agent that was sent forth to pretty much downplay the ministry. Because all he got to do is just do his own thing, talk about the Muslims. He used to talk about the Muslims. He used to talk about everybody else. Now, his pure focus is on us. Go on, brother.
Now to Abraham and his seed were the promises made.
Yeah, where the promises made. The covenanted people, which the first covenanted man was Abraham, and then our great-great-grandfather Isaac, and then Jacob. That's the lineage of the covenant. And at the same time, those are the people that the Lord died for. He died for the people of Jacob. All right? And this Bible speaks about only the covenanted people. This Bible makes great emphasis of the covenanted people, the Israelites. So damn it, we're going to make a big deal about the Israelites, about who we are and what we stand for. Just because we don't give a fuck if it doesn't benefit you. Who the hell are you? All right? You're just an inflated, bubble-headed, balloon-headed individual that's lost in the sauce, man. And really, you want to be like us, but you can't be like us. That's really what your problem is. Go on, brother.
Let's go. I'm hyped up. Let's go to verse 17.
And you know what makes it?
I don't even know why I said that. That's the spirit.
I said, let's go.
And this is, I say, that the covenant that was conformed before the Most High, Mashiach,
Let's go.
the
Let's go,
law,
champ.
which was 430 years after, cannot be the son of this annul, that it should make the promise of none effect. For if the inheritance be of the law, it is no more of promise.
Right.
But the Most High gave it to Abraham by promise.
He gave it to Abraham by promise, man. So we got so if it wasn't for Abraham, if he didn't do what he did under the command of the Most High, we wouldn't got the promise. But it was already set up. Really, I can't really say that. It's the will of the Most High that Abraham did what he did so that he can receive the promise, and that promise, the covenant, can go down to us. All right? Go on, brother. So that's why it is a big deal we go into this. It is a big deal that we deal with who's going to be saved based on your identity, your nationality. Because the only race of people that were gifted with salvation, or to be saved, excuse me, are the children of Israel. There's no other nation.
Go to the seed.
Yeah.
About seed.
Yeah. It's all about the seed. Go on, brother.
Wherefore then serveth the law, it was added because of transgression.
Because he's talking about, oh yeah, you know, these guys, they're all about their identity, but I'm more concerned with salvation. Well, you have to include Israel only on that. Because no other nation is going to be saved. All right? What Bible are you reading? Oh, I get it. You're under a different doctrine. Go on, brother.
It was added because of transgressions, till the seed should come to whom the promise.
Right. Right, to whom the promise. Let's read that again one more time.
Wherefore then serveth the law, it was added because of transgressions, till the seed should come to whom the promise
Right. So exactly.
was made, and it was ordained by angels in the hand of the mediator.
Ooh, it says it was ordained of the, what is it, of the angels.
In the hand of the mediator.
And the hand of the mediator. So who's the mediator? The mediator is Yahawashi. And he's sitting on, what is it? Sitting on the right hand side of the Father and discussing about the elect. So he's in between the men and the Most High. He's the mediator between Israel and the Heavenly Father. He's not the mediator between all of the other nations, right, and the Most High. It don't work like that. The Lord is only concerned with the people that he established the covenant with. You have to go back to the book of Genesis 17. And what you find out is that Abraham got the covenant, and then it stemmed all the way down to, what is it, Jacob and his 12 sons. So the people that the Lord made a covenant with, that's who he's freaking dealing with. He's not dealing with nobody else. That's the whole moral of the freaking story. Go on, brother. Yeah, one more precept.
Back to where I was, yeah. Now a mediator is not a mediator of one, but the Most High is one. Is the law then against the promises of the Most High? Most High forbid. For if there had been a law given, which could have been given life, verily righteousness should have been by the law.
Right.
But the scripture have concluded all under sin.
Right, because we can't keep all of the laws. We're in captivity. We're in the flesh, so we can't keep all of the laws. So the Most High paved the way that we be on the grace. That's why the man died on the cross. Yahawashi died on the cross, so that we can be reconciled. And I want to read one last precept because it just came to my head. Right, I want to get this precept out. I have to get it out. Get 2 Corinthians 5. Start with verse 17.
That's what you wanted.
That's what I wanted.
Verse 17.
Afterwards.
2 Corinthians. You want that now?
Yeah, I want it now. Yeah.
2 Corinthians.
You finished with Galatians, right?
Finish with that.
Okay, yeah, let's get this now.
2 Corinthians 5 and 17. Therefore, if any man be in Mashiach, he is a new creature. Old things are passed away.
Let's read that again. Let's slow that down, but let's read
down.
that again. You see, people get it misconstrued. Let's read that again, brother.
Wherefore, if any man be in Mashiach.
So what is this talking about? Is it literally talking about any man of any other race? No, it's talking about any man of Israel. Go on.
He is a new creature. Old things are passed away. Behold, all things are become new.
Right.
And all things are of the Most High.
Okay.
Who have reconciled us to himself.
So why is he talking about reconciliation? If this message was to the other nations, why is Paul referencing reconciliation? Because in order for you to be reconciled with somebody, you would have to have already had the counsel with them in the first place to be reconciled with them. So the any men that it's talking about is the men of Israel. So either way you slice the cake, it's all about us, baby boy. It's all about us. And yeah, we have won the lottery ticket. Yeah, we have got the victory. And yeah, we are better than you. All right? Now you're starting to see it. Now your eyes are starting to see all together, and you're upset because of it. All right? But just deal with it, man. The facts is the facts. The truth is the truth. We stand for the truth and nothing but the truth. Go on, brother.
Matthew 1:21.
Yeah, just one more, and then I'm gonna allow the brother to speak.
And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Yahawashi, for he shall save his people from their sins.
Now, all people, his people, from their sins. And who could sin? The nation of Israel could sin because they were the ones given the law. Psalms 147 and 19. Leviticus, 26. When you read the Old Testament, the laws was only given to the children of Israel from Moses when Moses went on Mount Sinai. All right, he didn't give all of the laws to everybody, so none of these nations can sin. Go on, brother.
That's it on that.
Yeah, that's it on that. So the Yahawashi was born on the earth to reconcile the nation of Israel through and this is where we at right now in the grace period. I said what I had to say on that. You got it, brother.
Let's go back to 2 Corinthians. I'll start from the beginning again. 2 Corinthians 6 and 7. By the word of truth, by the power of the Most High,
So that is the power of the Most High, is truth. Right.
by the armor of righteousness on the right hand and on the left,
Right.
by honor and dishonor, by evil report and good report,
Evil report and good report, right?
as deceivers and yet true.
As deceivers and yet true. Okay? So like we're deceivers. You know? The scriptures talk about with guile I caught you.
Yes.
I caught. You know? And when they say in 2 Corinthians in 11, it says something if at least any man beguile you through vain philosophy or something like that. Okay?
Shall I read that? So like this is 2 Corinthians 11 and 3. And it says, but I fear, lest by any means, as the serpent beguiled Eve through his subtlety, so your mind should be corrupted from the simplicity that is in Hamashiach.
Yeah. The simplicity, because this is simple. This truth is so simple. And you wouldn't believe the amount of pushback we get just for telling our people, listen, we're going to have our own kingdom one day. We're going to have our own kingdom one day. We're going to get our respect back. Just for telling them that you're crazy, you got a mental problem, you need to grow up and be a man and get a career. Just because you told them that. You know what I mean? Simplicity that's in Hamashiach. And it's good to say what? We're deceivers and yet true. Even though it's true, we're guided, we're persuading people to this truth.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? We're bringing people into this truth. We're persuading them to righteousness, to salvation. Okay? Because people think that we're a cult. They think that we're all kind of derogatory things, man. Why would they say that? They didn't even listen to the message. Just because we're against this world. It's almost like we're fighting against it. Just for doing that, we're seen as being crazy because we're not going along with the program. That's what it is, man. Because they want to see that you're going along with the program, you're doing what everyone else is doing, you're a part of the world, but you're not a part of that. You ain't with it.
I got a precept.
Go ahead.
It says, this is on Matthew 5, verse 11, and it says, blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake.
Right, because I want to say this. When I say we're deceivers, it's because the people, they're already programmed into a way of thinking. Right? They already have their ambitions and their goals set in place, and they already have their own beliefs. A lot of time when you meet people, they've already got their own set of beliefs. That's why it's almost like you're debating them. Because they already have something that they believe in. Whether it's their own religion, their own spirituality, their own interpretation or understanding of the Bible. They're already coming with something. So it's our job to try and persuade them out of all that and draw them into this. With God, we're trying to catch them like fish. We're like spiritual fishermen.
You should get Jeremiah 16.
That's why when you in this truth, it kind of builds your social skills, man.
It does, yeah, it does.
It builds your your ability to interact,
Yeah.
to be patient. You start to learn how to communicate with people, man. To listen. Sometimes it's very powerful just to listen. You know, when you first come out and you're in the streets and you're trying to reason with Jake, you might get angry, tear, because you're young still. You're young, you know, you're not really of the world, so you don't really know how to interact with people. So, you know, you're shouting, you're screaming and shit. But after a while, when you get seasoned, you start to realize that there's a method of how to talk to Jake, to talk to people.
It's 16.
All right, there's a method.
16.
To listen to their cause, because there's probably shit they want to get off their chest. And then that's when you come in with a doctrine. You might give them little pieces of the truth and see how they react. You know, we're watching their responses, man. We're watching their spirit. Just scriptures, try the spirits, man.